Oh, you guys, are we live? Oh, you guys. Okay, so I'm on three different platforms trying to make this work. We are. Okay, super exciting. I am just pumped that this is working. I'm gonna go live on all platforms here. But I, you guys, hold on, this is new. I told you guys I'm not a content creator. So I'm on multiple platforms here trying to make this work for you guys. But I'm thinking that if it's muted on one of these platforms, I do apologize. But I appreciate you guys bearing with me because this is awesome as we're gearing up and we're getting ready to dive into the meeting today. Just so happy that you guys are here and you're putting up with me as I get set up. Like I said a few times, I'm not a content creator. I'm sorry, I'm not a videographer, business capital funding coach. I teach you guys how to get the money, how to get access to it and how to grow your business. So let's get into it, you guys, because I think I'm good on all platforms. We should be on Facebook, we should be on YouTube, we should be in our group as well. And so we should be hitting it. Let me do one last thing here to make sure we are live on all platforms. If not, then you guys, it will be uploaded. So I just want to get right into it because we are back, right? I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. It was July 4th. Excuse me. It was July 4th. And you guys, what'd you do? Right? What'd you do over the weekend? Um, I hope that you took some time with your family, whatever you did, whatever that was. If you went to church, maybe you took some time off. We went to church, my family and I, which was really, really nice. We don't get to go every weekend, so it was really nice and to reconnect and get back in there. But what did you guys do? Did you work during the weekend? Some of you might have worked. So, if you are, go-getter hard at it, then maybe that was you. Some of you probably took some time off, right? Didn't even answer calls. You probably didn't answer any emails. When business owners, when entrepreneurs, when we get time off or when we take time off, right? Like if you're in landscaping or if you're shoveling snow, right? When you take time off for yourself, the work is still going to be there when you go back, right? Especially if you're in business for yourself. So, give yourself some grace in those days that you take off. Give us some grace as we come back in. We're processing your applications for your clients. We're getting it done, guys. But sometimes, when you take some time off, there's that plug that you need to fill, right? There's that plug. And why do I say that? Why am I saying that? Because it's Monday. We're coming back after a holiday and, we're hitting the ground running. So we're processing the applications for you guys and getting it going. So thank you guys. Appreciate your patience because in your business, we try to make it so, there's no daily duties, right? Besides what you set for yourself, no daily, no hourly duties that you need to maintain as far as administrative goes in your partnership with Domino Effects Group, right? All of that corporate stuff is handled by us, by corporate. So all of the funding is handled by us, all of the underwriting. So everything is done for you guys. We try to make it real streamlined, real easy, and so that you can do what's most valuable for the company, and what's most valuable for you, which is getting out there, informing and letting people know, right? Getting out in the field, doing this training, talking with your clients, talking with businesses, talking with entrepreneurs and founders, and letting them know what resources are out there, right? So you guys are in a really great position, right? Because a lot of those corporate tasks are covered, okay? And that's a great thing, right? Because you want to be out there building, guys. I want to be out there as much as possible. I'm out there as much as possible, constantly talking with people, constantly talking with clients, letting them know who we are, because I believe in what we do. I believe in this product. I see it work every single day. But the problem is not enough people know about it. So we need to get out there, right? And think about what you did over the weekend, right? Especially if you did take time off. What did that feel like, right? Like, wasn't it nice? I know for me, I'm go, go, go all the time. So I know taking that time to be present with myself and with my kids, was so nice, right? And that's the goal, to have that flexibility, to have that time and that freedom to be able to do what you want to do, right? To have this past weekend be every weekend, right? That's the ideal. That's what everybody's trying to work towards. But what most people find themselves, the situation is that we're working in our business rather than on the business, right? Working in the business means you're dependent. You have to be dependent on being there. You can't take off Monday through Friday, right? You have to be there because you have to have income to support your lifestyle, to support your family, to support your everyday bills, right? So what's great about this and what's great about partnering with us and leveraging this platform is you can maintain your full-time position with whatever you're doing and then utilize DFX as an extension of what you're doing. You can even utilize it part-time while you're working your full-time job until you surpass the amount you're making at your full-time job, right? We want you to have the experience that you had this weekend, okay? So I want you guys and every single person that's in with the company, with our partnership, we want you to have that experience, but get into the mindset, get in that mindset of you're a business owner, right? You're a business owner, so you need to be in the system, working into a system that pays you every month, okay, whether you're working in it or not. So that's what this platform is going to allow you to do. Not only does it create impact and help businesses, 90% of businesses can't get funded through traditional banks. So we need to step in and offer them a valuable resource, right? But in also doing so, you are creating residuals for yourself, and creating additional income, right? So that business owner, that investor, that mindset, we're having your money work for you. We want to increase income so that we can invest in other opportunities, right? And then compound that. So you guys, every single kid, every single middle schooler, I'm even teaching my 11-year-old, everybody needs to know this stuff, right? I was in my 30s. I was in my 30s, okay, when I really started to comprehend this. And, not saying that my mom didn't even try to share this information with me, but there's also so much that she knows as well. So this information is crucial. I think they're even starting to implement this. They're talking about implementing this type of educational programs in schooling moving forward. I heard something about that on the radio here in Sacramento. So, that's what we talk about here. Getting into that mindset, understanding that business mentality, that investor mentality, and letting the investments grow for you. So how does that apply for you with Domino Effects Group? Well, you're a business owner here, right? You're a business owner. You can duplicate the system, duplicate what we teach you, duplicate, listen, learn about our funding programs and how you can leverage that and create that July 4th experience, right? Now, I mentioned the mentality, right? And getting to that freedom. How do you get to that freedom? Well, here I always say 85 and 5. And if you're new, excuse me, if you're new, I got a piece of hair in my eye and it's bothering me. My bad. If you're new here, then that might not be familiar to you, but get into your back office and check out your resources because 85 and 5 is a big, that's what we go by here. So, and we'll expand on that in future trainings and as you come in, but 85 and 5. Now, guys, listen, think about this like a tree, right? Give your, when you I'll give you the perfect example. All right, we have a garden. I'm not a huge gardener, but I'm trying, right? Like that's the goal. So we have a lemon tree. My mother planted a lemon tree, and then we are planting like herbs and stuff like that, right? But the lemon tree is not just going to produce lemons day one. It's not just going to produce lemons day two either, right? You have to know and acknowledge that it's going to require some care, some growth, right? I don't know anything about gardening, so I had to learn about, what type of, how to properly take care of this tree so that I can grow, right? Think about like a pine tree or a redwood, right? That when those trees are first planted, and they turn into these beautiful, amazing, they grow into these beautiful, amazing, beautiful trees, right? But they don't start out that way, right? When you plant it. So it's not just all of a sudden this 20-foot tall, gorgeous, landscape, view when you're out there in nature, right? It takes time. It takes time to build up. So give yourself that grace. Make sure you're executing, make sure you're in there and learning about what we do, learning about the programs, because there is literally no one stopping you. Okay. There's no one stopping you. There's no one stopping me. The only ones, honestly, that are going to be stopping us are the people closest to us, right? Our family, our friends, those that don't understand what we're doing or the changes that we're making. And then also the thoughts in your head. That's it. But you can combat that. Okay. But you can't combat it alone. So make sure you're getting with, coming into this community, make sure, you're connecting with everybody on the team because you can combat that, guys. Very easy to make 6 figures a year. So in here, we show you exactly how to do it. It's simple. Think of this as, brick by brick. Okay. The domino effect. Small actions, right, consistently lead to a wider significant outcome. Okay, you're building out your foundation. So you have to start with the steps that we outline in the back office, right? But come up with a plan. You have to have a plan, right? You have to have a plan. We have the plan outlined for you, but what's your inner desire, right? What's your inner goal, right? I can give you the steps of how to get there. I can tell you about our programs, what we're doing, how we can create impact. Ultimately, what are you trying to get to, right? Are you trying to build up to where you have equity in this company? Are you trying to increase your revenue share? We have there are people that go to school and they go to get an Ivy League education and they want to be a doctor. They want to be an attorney, right? They want to be professors, history professors, anthropology professors, social workers, right? And when they go to work, they're going to get paid on those wages, right? Their professor wages, if they're going to be, teaching at college, their teacher wages, they're going to get paid on that, which is perfectly fine. Okay. That is 100% okay, guys. But if you don't have, someone doesn't have the dedication, if that's what they want to do and that's their desire, 100%, you should do it because we need people that are passionate about those jobs and those positions as well. But if someone doesn't have that dedication inside to be an attorney, a doctor, a lawyer, pharmacist, something like that, then we got the plan right here. Okay, we got the plan right here. So you guys don't have to worry about how to get into new markets. I mean, no one was taught how to spread the flu. It's just contagious, right? So what's the most contagious in this ecosystem is informing, spreading the word, being ramped up, helping businesses get funded, helping businesses save money, right? If you're taking credit cards, then you should be taking a look at the payment processing. Okay, what are the fees there? So we are helping. But you have to, it's contagious, right? If you are out there and you're doing what you need to do, and you believe in what you're talking about and what we believe, then it is contagious, right? So do that, be contagious, see what happens, see that success that happens, that comes to you. Because guys, I'm talking to business owners all the time, every single day, every single day. And, you can tell, you can also differentiate. So I was talking to a business owner the other day, right? Over the holiday. I was talking to a business owner the other day in conversation. They were asking about the company. I'm telling them about it. Their response, just wasn't super on point, right? They weren't super into that. There's no reason for me to continue on and on, right? I shared the information, I shared the belief, and and you will attract those that resonate with that belief or believe what you believe, right? So I did that, and then the next step is to, hey, I'll send you some information, and then we can follow up at another time, right? So you have to believe what we believe here, okay? Have the beliefs first, and our beliefs are we believe in the power of small business. We believe that business owners are resilient. We believe that they are the bomb, that they are rock stars, but they need help. So we also know that their funding options are limited. We believe that 100%. Their funding options are limited. 80 to 90% can't get funded at the bank. So alternative financing is their best option. And we are bringing the best in funding to match funders to the right founders. I mean, to match founders to the right funders. We believe that Domino Effects Group and GRA Capital, our partner, which I'm director of Women-Owned Enterprises, we have literally the one-stop best offer solution. So we are aiming to help businesses. We are aiming to create impact. There's no obligation, when they come in and they're looking for the type of funding that they can get, and it's a free application. Guys, soft credit pool. Now, if we have partners, that are leading with money, right? I need to make money. I need to make $1,000 this week. I need to go, 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 go. Their whole motivation is money, right? Do they care if the rates are good? Or do they lead with integrity? Right? Those are two things that stand out to us. We need you leading with integrity. Okay. We care about the rates, right? But one thing to acknowledge as well, when you're stepping outside of traditional financing, the rates are going to be a little bit higher, right? So making sure the client understands that they have a use of the funds and that they'll be able to make a profit, right? We need to lead with integrity. You need to lead with integrity and transparency. Okay. So can you make $1,000 with us in a week? 100%, 100%. But you got to believe what we believe first. You got to believe that our funding is amazing. You got to believe that this platform can really leverage and help clients. Okay. Just like I do. Right. And it does every single day. So you got to understand also a few things. You need to understand that what we have is not right for everybody. Okay. You also have to understand that some people will qualify and they won't take it. Right. You got to understand that those people that get approved, some won't take it. Right. You got to understand that, some people might have to pay upfront fees. It depends on the lender, right? Especially if it's a more complex situation, right? They'll have to pay upfront fees, not to the lender, not to the broker. It's for their due diligence costs, right? So that is for a background check, for credit check. So those type of costs, right? When you step into private capital, a lot of those lenders are not going to pay for that cost. So it's up to the client to invest in themselves and get that funding. And they're not going to get funded anywhere else. And it's worth it to the client. So you also have to understand that clients don't need to put their home up for collateral. We do not do HELOCs. Okay, we don't do HELOCs. And we do not ask clients to put up their home as collateral. That is your space, your safe haven. Now, there are clients who come to us that already have put up their homes as collateral, and we step in and we offer like a sub debt solution as well, or other solutions. But that just to give you an example. But you don't have to do that, okay? And you will get that question. Hey, can I put my home up? Listen, we're not interested in we don't ask for that. We're not interested in doing it that way. Let's see if we can find another solution to where you don't have to put your home up for collateral, right? And sometimes there is a better solution in that case. So you guys got to understand risk versus reward, right? You're getting all this money. You're getting the money up front. In some situations, you're getting this money non-collateralized, right? That means total risk to the lender. So you're getting it, you as a client, you have no risk, okay? Except if you were to improperly use the funds. So your only risk really is if you don't have a way to use the money and make it work for yourself, right? If you don't have a use for the funds, then we highly suggest you don't take it, right? And how do you find out if somebody has a use for the funds? It's when you're speaking with them, right? If you're talking with somebody and they're like, well, I think I've been working really hard and I'm thinking about taking some time off. You know what? That sounds really great, but this probably is not going to work, right? That's a huge red flag. I'm going to take this funding that you're going to give me and I'm not going to work. I'm going to bounce out. Like, no. So, we have to be aware of that. But you got to believe this funding is amazing. Okay. You got to believe this funding is amazing. Some people get approved and they have to pay, the funding back. Right. But then we also, right, think about some of these clients that get approved and they don't accept, or they get approved and they don't want to take that that offer, right? Because maybe they can go to the bank. Maybe they can take that offer. And you know what I say? Great. If you can go to a bank and you can get funded at the bank, you should, right? That's the first thing I always ask a client. If you can go to the bank and you can get funded at the bank, then absolutely you should, especially if that is what you need at that moment. But here's the issue. Most people can't get that option. So this is where we step in. Okay. This is where we step in and we offer, and we actually work with a lot of banks. A large percentage of referrals come from banks. So collaboration is key. Okay, guys. So make sure you know that you believe in what we believe. You're checking your back portal, you're checking your resources, and looking into that and studying that. So ramp up, guys, ramp up. We have business funding on this platform that is for all of our clients. And I'm very, very, very excited about two additional services that we're bringing on because, we provide access. We provide access to capital for small businesses, for entrepreneurs, for startups, for investors. We provide access, but we also need to provide solutions, right? So we can help clients with our upcoming services like payment processing. So they'll be able to save on their fees, which is huge. And then also we have a RX plan that's coming up as well. So we'll be diving into that tomorrow further on our business funding call. But it's a great two great programs, right? That have been helping a lot. So I'm really excited to be bringing that onto the platform and rolling that out and telling you guys all about it because it's a premium service. It's a premium product that allows the client to save a lot of additional funding and save them money in other ways within their business, but it also provides residual revenue for you as well. So we'll be talking about the payment processing program, the healthcare program, and then also the business credit program tomorrow in our group. Okay. So, and whichever one of these that you guys lead with, right? Which it's up to you, right? It's okay. You just make sure you're going in there and you're getting that training. Okay. And making sure that you know what we believe, right? Business owners are the backbone of this economy and they need funding. So as long as you get this game plan going, guys, you share what we believe, check, right? Then they become that brick in your foundation. You're starting to build 1, 2, 3, you start to build onto people on your team and then you 1, 2, 3 repeat. Okay. And a lot of people are utilizing this healthcare option that I'm bringing on the payment processing. So like I said, we'll delve a little bit more into that tomorrow. And then earlier, what I was saying, when I was talking with the gentleman and I was telling him about our, what we do in the company, I tell you that because as you're out here and you're explaining what we do, and you might find people that want to, hey, how do I do this as well? How do I leverage the platform and become a part of your team as well? Make sure that you guys need to know you don't have to say yes to everybody. Okay. Just because somebody says yes, you don't have to say yes. This is your company, your business, right? Your investment. So, keep in mind the type of, people that you want to be building, right? Um, and and the type of leaders and the type of team that you want to be educating as well. You guys are not working for free, right? You're serving others. You're serving others, but you have a financial duty to yourself as well. So make sure you're not wasting your time. Time is is our most valuable resource, one of our most valuable resources, especially as a business owner. So, and as you continue to build, listen, guys, utilize that time that you have. Okay. And then if you're talking with somebody or even if you're bringing somebody onto your team, right? And if they're not, following what you're saying, that investment is not really there, or the enthusiasm or the belief is not really there, then you just have to keep moving, right? You have to keep moving. Now, we don't leave anybody behind. No, we're constantly checking, we're constantly educating. But you guys have to focus on building and growing and reaching out and connecting with clients and customers and businesses, right? So phase one, okay? Phase one, meet, greet, get out there, inform, okay? Share our services. 90%, that should be, most of the time should be spent doing that, especially as you're getting started, most of your time should be training, right? and then coming to the meetings and looking in the back and reading the resources. And then once you have that belief built up and you're feeling more confident in our programs and what we do, then you go out there and you share our services. Okay. You share our services, and guys, that counts. Okay. And when you're out there, right? How do you share services? Well, you connect with your warm market, you're calling people, you're letting people know what you do, you're on LinkedIn, you're reaching out, and then you're teaching, you're doing webinars, you're coaching, you're leading, right? But you have a call to action in there. You have a call to action in there that moves people to move forward. It propels them to move forward with you. Okay, so make sure every time you have that call to action, right? We need to be constantly growing each week. You should have a goal set to constantly be growing each week. If not, then where's the value, right? Your time is of value. Your time is valuable. So make it count, guys. Make it count. Figure out what you got to do. Figure out what works for you. Reach out to myself. Reach out to our director of partnerships. Get what you need. Make sure you're staying updated in the back office. We've got information coming. Okay. Couple announcements at the end of this with the back office, but I'll go back to it. But I just want you guys to know where to start, okay? Know what you're capable of doing if you're going to be bringing on, people to be a part of your team as well, and then how you're going to be growing. So, when you're talking to clients, when you're reaching out, customer acquisition, right? Ask yourself, maybe if you're struggling a little bit at first with reaching out, okay, what's causing me, why am I being a little bit hesitant, right? Maybe it's that you're not as informed and we need to get on a call and we need to, go through the programs. Maybe we should do a one-on-one. Maybe you need more assistance. Maybe you got to build up some resiliency and you need some guidance. Maybe you need to come on we need to do some calls together, right? Whatever you need, all you got to do is let us know. We are willing to reach out and we are willing to help you and walk you through it. Okay, guys, because everybody is capable of doing this. Some of you are already out there doing this and you're just using us as an extension for the services that you already provide. So, there is when you're asking yourself, okay, what's preventing me from talking to these people? It could be that lack of belief. So get back in there and know that we have the best option for businesses that need to get funding and that they're expanding. Okay, so we're investing in this company, we're investing in our services, investing in you. We are here to help you. We have this Zoom every single week. We've got everything set up a lot more to where you have a dedicated link. So that is, I know that we've had a lot of partners reach out and ask for the dedicated Zoom link, so we have that covered. So I know that I've already spoken with a few of you guys, so that's going to make it a lot easier. But guys, why do we go to these meetings? Why do we even have these meetings? I not only come to these meetings, I'm going in meetings all day, every day. Okay, all day, every day. Because it's important, right? It's important. Not saying you have to do the same thing, right? We have partners that literally go on for like 1 or 2 hours a day. They set up their systems and they're done. They go and they've got their links and they just have the forms and applications that get sent in. So it depends, but make sure that you're focused this week. Make sure that you have a goal. Make sure that, you're reaching out. Make sure you're reaching out after you've already taken a look at the programs, we've connected. And also, let's talk about some announcements that we have coming up, guys, because this is really important. And this is where I was going. It leads me into my next topic. The funding and the resources in the back portal. We've got a manual playbook that's coming out. So keep a lookout on that for the next, it's got everything that you need in there, everything about the programs, everything about the commissions, the strategy, the game plan. You've got your templates in there, your business card templates, everything is in there. So I'm super excited for that. Been working hard on that, you guys. Started it over the weekend and it's almost done. So we're just doing some finishing touches on that. So make sure you're keeping an eye out for that. Second thing, we've got new meeting times, okay? After feedback with a lot of the partners and with our director of partnerships as well, 8:30 a.m. Pacific is got to be changed. So We changed it 2:30 Eastern. We got a lot of people on the East Coast, a lot of people in Central Time. So let's make it work, right? So it's going to be 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 Eastern. Every single time across the board, guys. The only meeting that is going to be different is our new Biz Op overview. And you guys should be sharing that. You should be sharing our new webinar. That is the webinar that we're when you have people that are interested in coming on to be a part of, your team and leveraging our platform, that's the webinar where we talk about it. We delve into it. We delve into the benefits and everything. So that's going to happen twice a month, and it'll be at 5. So that's, excuse me, from the Eastern time. So it'll be at 6 Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. So twice a month webinar, BizOp overview. And that's for new members and some of your new team members and affiliates that are interested in coming on and leveraging the platform. I mentioned the business cards. Business cards are in the back office, guys. Utilize it, okay? There is a link there to a template. So you can put your name in there, put your email in there, and then also there's a QR code. So I want everybody to go in to use that link, and I need everybody to put in your affiliate trackable link in the QR code. Do not order anything until you and I connect. So make sure after you have, put all your information in there, you let me know, and then we can go from there. I want to make sure that you have your links all set up correctly, because trust me, I have gone through where you put the link in there and they send you the wrong one. One time I was getting my business cards when I first started. I put the link in there. I kid you not, they sent me like 9 boxes because every single time the link was wrong. And this was not even an error on my part. Ended up finding out it's because the QR code was like dimensions off. So it kept putting in the wrong code, which was the Canva code. So it kept defaulting to the Canva code. So we have it set up specifically to where it is a right size, it is the right dimensions, everything's set up for you. All you got to do is put your link in there. So I know Canva can be tricky for some people. Connect with Ramona. She'll help walk you through it. If you need help, set some time up with her, get on her calendar. She's available after 4 p.m. Pacific today. And then connect with her to see what other time she's available this week. The other thing I want to talk about is our training videos. So guys, training videos, back office, YouTube, and then also Instagram, Facebook. In our Facebook group, just created the Facebook group. So we're getting it up and running. Okay. So I need you guys to go in there and make sure that if you have a Facebook, you're logging in there. Why are we on all these platforms? Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Why am I blanking? Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I can't think of the other. LinkedIn. Why are we on all these platforms? Because some people don't have social media. And so some people don't know how to access certain links. So it's easier to just go across the board. For all of you who can't come into the meetings, don't worry, the meetings are recorded. But I encourage you, absolutely, please come, because you will have questions. So come and ask your questions and stay informed. But all right, you guys, so that is going to be it for today. We had a pretty short Zoom, but wanted to dive into it. So we have a plan for this week. Make sure you're coming to our funding training tomorrow. One last thing, I do want to break down the meeting types. I broke this down on the last video, but I want to reiterate it a couple times so that you guys know the schedule. So Monday, Monday looks like my stream went out, but on Monday Monday is a leaders live call. Okay. And let me just, Monday is a leaders live call, and it looks like I'm not on anymore. So Monday is a leaders live call, and that's where we talk strategy, where we talk game plan, and then Tuesday we talk about business funding, we talk about our programs, and then on Thursday we do our Rise to Capital program, which is where we talk about raising capital for equity. You guys don't have to be there for that one, but it's what we do on our sister channel, The Domino Effect. And then Friday is where we do our updates. All right, you guys. So you guys have a great week. And if you have any questions, make sure you're reaching out, you're staying connected, get out there.